I'm going to show you how to make the image at the beginning of this movie. The first thing you want to do is duplicate your original file. You can do this by dragging it into the little file on the bottom. Next, you're going to want to pick the next picture that you want to merge into one image. You copy it and then you paste it by going through the edit at the top. You have to drag the picture around to where you want it to be, and then take the eraser and erase out the parts of that image in that layer that you don't want. By going to this at the top, you can change the size to what you want it to be. And then the bigger the brush, the easier it is to erase a large amount of background. And then you will want to go back in with smaller brushes to get the finer details around the item that you want.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there.
Now I'm going to show you how to use the cloning tool on areas you accidentally erased. First, you will want to go to the side on the toolbar and click the clone tool. Then change the brush to the size of the area that you would like to clone. And then make sure you're on the clone stamp tool, not the pattern stamp tool. And whenever you go to do it, you pick the area that you would like to cover the green with by clicking Option and then click. And then you just go over the area and click on it and you're done. Now I'm just going to go back and edit the parts of my hair where you can still see the sky from the other picture by using the eraser and changing the opacity so it doesn't erase my hair. By clicking on the eye, it will remove the layer to show you what you have done so far. As you can see, there's a little left on there, so I'm just going to erase the rest. When doing more than one layers, you will get excess of the other layer, like so. So you will want to crop the image and delete the pixels out, otherwise they're just out there floating around. You'll do this by using the crop tool, which is over on the left. And then you just move the corners to where you'd like it to be, and make sure at the top deleted crop pixels is checked, and then it will delete everything that's around that image, and then you just push the check mark. And then you can move the image around and there is nothing around it, it's just that layer. We will be adding a third layer, and you just have to open that image like this one. But you will want to make sure that the image size is similar to the image you're already editing, otherwise it will not fit on it. As you can see, that one was like 1,000 and this one is 644. So we're going to go back and change the image size of the space image. Just make it similar. It doesn't have to be exact. And then you will want to do the same thing as I did with the first layer by selecting all, edit, copy, and then pasting it on to your image. You just drag it around like I did the first time. Blending options will help you when erasing things if you can't see through the layer. You can change the different blend modes, and it just changes how much you can see it. And I'm just going to use this one, and then it helps you with erasing the areas that you don't want because you can see through them. Then you go back to blending options and you can pick a different color that you'd like it to be. And I'm going to use the darker one right now so that I can make it more exact, since there's a little white above my hair. And now I just go back through with a smaller brush to get the finer details of it. And then I'm going to change the sky so it looks more realistic, and it doesn't look like it was edited as much. You just use the blending and the opacity to make it the way you'd like it. This is the image so far. Next, we are going to be using the burning and dodge tools, which are over here on the left. There's the burn, dodge, and sponge tools, but I'm going to use the burn tool. And you want to go up and pick either shadows, midtones, or highlights, whatever you want to define. I use shadows at 100% usually. And then you just will make sure you're on the layer that you want to be burning, and then go over it. As you can see, it just defines it more, makes it a little bit darker. I don't want it that dark, so I'm going to undo it and go back over it with a lighter opacity. And then I'm going to do the sky, and then I'll undo it so you can see what the difference is, and redo it.
I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there.
Now I'm going to go to the dodge tool, and I'm going to change it to highlights. And then I'm going to go back over my hair so it isn't as dark. It brings out the highlights. Now we're going to merge the 3 layers so it's just one image rather than 3 different ones. You push Command and click on each layer, then right click and push merge layers, so then it's just one image. You can add your watermark if you have one by doing the same exact steps that I have done for each of the other layers. And then you just go to the blending options so that you can change if there is a background on your watermark. But this is just how I do it. But yeah, this is just quickly running through how I put my watermarks on my images.
Tossing and you're turning.
Once your watermark is placed, you can merge the other layer to it so that it's together, and then you're pretty much done. So you can just save as, make sure it's changed to a JPEG, and then save it. You can change the quality and stuff, but I'm just going to keep it the same, and this is what you get.
I'll never let go, never